If I never get a chance or opportunity, this the one they playing at my eulogy. Apologies for the pain that I caused you every day. I was grown when I was really trying to change. I was really on my way, just plotting till it played out. Putting in that work day in and day out. So I apologize if I never get a chance or opportunity. This the one they playing at my eulogy. Apologies for the pain that I caused you every day. I was grown when I was really trying to change. I was really on my way, just plotting till it played out. Putting in that work day in and day out. So I apologize. Dear mama, don't think that I didn't see. Long hours, no sleep, still had time to make a feast. Make a stew to make do. All praises, we made it through. Better words, we keep surviving through the curse. Wasn't much you could tell me, but you told me a lot. Like hang around these streets ain't what it's about. You gon' do life in the pain or they deporting you out. Gave me game, made a way, I'm just trying to repay. I did so much, I was double the trouble, but I got it together and we weathered the struggle. No fear in my horror, but your tears left the score. Always look to make you proud every year. It was dark, lights do, but you paid them. Even bought me a Sega with a couple of games, but I only did play them. I was outside, maybe I shouldn't have been. Should've tried to be a square instead of gooning and shit. Maybe I'd be a better father if I knew how to live. Maybe I never had a choice but stay true to the script. Maybe drives me crazy, got me losing my grip. Maybe drives me crazy, got me losing my grip. If I never get a chance or opportunity, this the one they playing at my eulogy. Apologies for the pain that I caused you every day. I was grown when I was really trying to change. I was really on my way, just plotting till it played out. Putting in that work day in and day out. So I apologize if I never get a chance or opportunity. This the one they playing at my eulogy. Apologies for the pain that I caused you every day. I was grown when I was really trying to change. I was really on my way, just plotting till it played out. Putting in that work day in and day out. So I apologize if I never get a chance or opportunity. This the one they playing at my eulogy. Apologies for the pain that I caused you every day. I was grown when I was really trying to change. I was really on my way, just plotting till it played out. Putting in that work day in and day out. So I apologize if I never get a chance or opportunity. This the one they playing at my eulogy. Apologies for the pain that I caused you every day. I was grown when I was really...
Hey, Shalom. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the share button. Let everybody know we live. Hey, y'all go ahead and get ready to hit the phone. Hit the 866-466-2739, man. We got to have an open discussion. If you in the chat, you know what I'm saying, put your answers in the chat. If not, you know what I'm saying? Well, even if you are in the chat, make sure y'all call in. Let's have an open discussion. I think it's a good topic. We got to build. Let's see where it takes us. 866-466-2739. We about to start here in a second.
I guess I should ride with Lex.
What's wrong in your city? Weedy, got it, lit. There's a whole lot of fringes and a lot of Ouija. Ken started. The hill 12. There's a whole lot of fringes and a bar in your city. Weedy, got it, lit. There's a whole lot of fringes and a lot of Ouija. Ken started. The hill 12. There's a whole lot of fringes and a bar. Pull up a king of business. Know what it is when we in it. Wherever the trenches we in it. We took up a block, speeding again and again and again. Till one none of them low. Was too many casualties. Me and my faculty made demons flee. You think they was after me? Caught in the streets. Sideline bust. They tried to tackle me. We on clutch. Devil ain't having me. It ain't much. We do this casually. For the Lord. Gotta check for the green. No religion if it was. Take care of the widows and go feed the needy. Can't get on your business cause your boy be feed. Call me Mr. Clark. My whole gang can ring. Get on the track. Start gangster. When you and the employer, the whole team. It's here a spiritual war, but don't think it's when I make it this far. What you think I mean? Seen that college girl go back, her teeth is green. We restart kings and queens. In your city, with it, got it, lit. There's a whole lot of fridges in the lot. Ouija, kid, started. The hill 12 part. There's a whole lot of fridges in the lot. In your city, with it, got it, lit. There's a whole lot of fridges in the lot. Ouija, kid, started. The hill 12 part. There's a whole lot of fringes.
If you see them brews stepping, bro, please don't sleep, we so deep. We on fold, reaching toes, that's standing on it both feet. You think I'm bluffing, go peep, cause now he brought some more sheep. We don't smell like smoke or nut when us Hebrew boys approach heat. We fringed out and sauced up, teaching Israel to boss up. No if, maybe it's probably. We leading, this ain't no toss up. Sheesh, oh yeah, it's mono, the kingdom, my El Dorado. We at least 9 deep and we raging, I guess I'm Rondo. So who you think we scared of? Call me uncle, still won't let up. I got removed the scale so we see clearly, now we fed up. If you think I'm all alone, cause ain't nobody right beside me, bro, we kicking down the door, and it's a whole lot of fringes in the lobby.
In your city, with it, got it, lit.
Don't touch that dial. As a matter of fact, hit that subscribe button and kick back. This is Inside the Nation Radio. It's showtime. Every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's get it poppin'.
Shalom, 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 Israel. Y'all see what time it is. It's 8:30. We got a good topic tonight. But before we get started, man, listen, y'all hit that like button. I don't think y'all hitting it, man. Can't be. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. All right, I need y'all to share this on Facebook. I need y'all to share this on Instagram. I need y'all to share this on Twitter. I need y'all to share this on... Can you share on LinkedIn? You can share on LinkedIn, can't it? Or if you can share on LinkedIn, damn it, share it on LinkedIn, all right? Everybody, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share. We from the... Well, I ain't gonna say we. Well, I'm from the South. And in the South, you don't go in nobody's house with this... You don't go in nobody's house without wiping your foot on the rug. And you know what it mean to wipe your foot on the rug? You show respect to that person's house. The way you walk into my house today is hit that like and subscribe button. That's how you wipe your foot on the rug. Make sure y'all get it done. But anyway, we here tonight with my co-host, the big Rick Judah. What it is?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Good evening. I pray everybody's doing all right. Like he said, hit the like button, share all on all levels, all across the board. Share it to the cloud, whatever you would do. Send text messages when you share it. I don't care what you do. Just get this thing out here. Send a smoke signal, all the stuff. Pretend you an Indian. Just get the word out.
And y'all seen how my brother hit that. He said he threw the black power fist up. Y'all see he got that African dashiki, whatever you call it all. Y'all better hit it, man. What it is. What's going on? Got another co-host. Hey, this is a face y'all ain't seen in a little while. Who is it?
How y'all doing?
You ain't got to smile so big. Good Lord.
I'm just happy to be back. How y'all doing?
Yeah. Who are you? I don't think nobody knows you. They don't remember.
I feel like they know me.
Oh,
my
bad.
name is Tiara. Tiara
okay.
LaRae, Ahava. Those of you who know me as Ahava. But yeah, it's been a while. Several months. But I'm happy to be here.
She quit.
No, she's been at home. You know what I'm saying? Because mama's at home.
That's yeah. Mama's at home. She been in the chat. Hey, I seen you say you like this song, right? That in the lobby. That's Kanal. That's Kanal. The name of his album is what? The song is In the Lobby.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
This thing is. That thing's going.
They give me hype a little bit. A little hype.
Hey man, listen. What I do, that's when I go, because I got morning meetings, right? In my morning meeting, I got to get up and get in the truck or something. That's the song I ride to, because I be all half droopy eyed and everything. But when I put that on, that's the truth no limit style music. That's the one that gets you rowdy. That's what gets you rowdy, ready to go. Hey, Esau better not say nothing to me when I get done. Hey, for real, man. That's how to do it. Hey, listen. So we talking about. I mean, y'all seen the topic. let's go ahead and jump into this topic, man. I don't want to hold up. Hey, Halima, I'm gonna open the phone lines because I want you to call in. You be one of our first callers. Now, this sister actually inspired this conversation, right? She actually inspired. The phone lines are open, 866-466-2739. Or for those y'all who don't know, 866-466-BREW, BREW. Neither one of them knew that, but Brew, 866-466-2739.
How
Spells
was
out
you supposed to know
Brew.
that?
Huh?
Hey,
How was you supposed to know that unless somebody told you?
Because you're not a spell.
you see what I'm saying? Hey, like we got the old phones where you got the letters on there,
Right.
A, B, C. We ain't got them phones no more. We
Well, to
just
be
got
fair, I
numbers.
checked
What?
my keyboard
Hold
and
on.
it actually is there.
Yeah,
From
I was about to show him like it
there.
really is on the cell. He looking out like, oh shit, it's on the
I
cell.
checked earlier because I was gonna try and get him.
Ah, snap. He looking now like he ain't no A. Shalom, this Halim.
Yeah, this is me. Shalom.
She
Hey,
came.
girl.
She came on
Hey,
the platform
what you
like
sis?
this me. Like
I know who it is.
who you thought it was. This is me. Everybody
Hey, that's
should
when you
know
know
who
somebody
this
got
is.
confidence when they say it's me. Like
It's
they don't
me.
even they don't say a name. Like they don't need no introduction. It's me.
That's
Nah,
how I'm
it's
about to start
name.
introducing myself.
Oh
when I
my
meet somebody.
God.
It's me.
This
Hey.
is Halima.
Oh.
Shalom.
Hey, we ain't saying it was a bad thing, sis. I'm just saying we appreciate and love the confidence that you are spewing by letting us know it is you. It is.
Yes, ma'am.
All praises.
So this is the sister, man. We was on club. When was this, Salima? Like a week ago, we was on Clubhouse and we were having a conversation about what was it about? Because I came in the room kind of late. What'd you title that room? Like why get married in 2023 or something like that?
Yeah, why would I get married in 2023?
Man, you know I saw a room today on what was it called? It was along the same lines, but with that same title. And but this room was they was really getting a little wicked, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I heard a brother say, he don't mess with these women. I'm not sure if he was a passport, bro, but I heard him say, he don't mess with these women nowadays. You know what I'm saying? He I guess go over somewhere else. But anyway, he was like, I have plenty of women, and you got to realize you just a number, and you got to realize your number ain't one. I was like, damn, that what we doing today? This is how we. But that's what he was saying though, and you know the saddest part about that is, more the women than anybody found it funny. And they was primary one laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, wait,
Number
wait.
2.
6, I guess. I don't know.
Ouch.
What you think about that, sir? Like what if your husband said that to you? Well, now it won't be your husband because he's your husband because you are number one. I mean, that's a bad question. If a person in general, don't tell him I said that. I was brain fog. If a person said that to you, what's your thought process behind that? Because all I saw was like giggling and laughing and everything else going on. Man, they found it really funny.
It was just like, I don't know if I would be in shock or if I would just like, you know, that like puzzled look or like the Mr. Krabs meme where he's just confused. Like that's probably where I would be at.
So you think they were laughing because they were all confused?
They were confused. Yeah, like that's crazy.
It's probably
Ain't
laughing
no
'cause it wasn't
way.
directly to them.
Yeah, that too. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, these relationship rooms on Clubhouse are dangerous territory.
Dangerous
It's just
territory.
wild in there.
I can't even repeat
Yeah.
the other stuff I heard. And I heard some
It's
real crazy stuff.
landmines, grenades, everything in them relationship rooms. It ain't no joke.
Right. Matter of
It
fact,
really is.
these conversations so serious. Darash said he couldn't be on this show tonight. He had to take a vacation. He was like, hey, am I lying? He hit me at the last minute. Like, you know what? I got class.
He needed to take some time to decompress.
Hey, he like, I got class. I'm like, you got class at the last minute?
Hey, I told you, look, it's a war zone, man. Hey, landmines, grenades, rockets, mortars, everything. He's like, let me go ahead and hide real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You hide.
Yeah.
Yep,
You
that's
see this?
bad.
Tell him I'm just playing.
Y'all should see relationship Twitter. It ain't no better.
Yeah, we know you be all in that Twitter thumbs. Or you be all in that.
Yeah,
What's
that's
going
your
on?
territory.
Relationship with-
Yeah. Relationship Twitter. Hey, so let me ask you a question. And I'll tell you who thought about this question earlier, or later. What's your thoughts on this? So what I really want to open up the conversation for tonight is the real estate of marriage in 2023. along the same lines we were talking about on the Clubhouse, right? The dating game is struggling. And we just going with dating game for, we know how it goes. This dating game for, sake of conversation, right? So the dating game is really struggling in 2023. And we have different opinions. Some of us may have the same opinion. But some of us think that there's a reason and a start to this. Let me ask you this. The dating game in 2023 is really struggling. It's really, really ugly. Who do you think is responsible for this situation? Men or the women?
I hate not being able to answer this question directly, because I feel like that there's blame to go around on both sides.
Nah, you got to pick one. You got to pick who's more responsible. Who's
She wants to be lukewarm. Hey, look, she like, I want to be lukewarm. Let me be on the fence.
No, lukewarm. Who can't be lukewarm tonight? Who's the most responsible? Who is it at the front of this whole thing, and they're causing the problems? Men or the women?
If you want me to be direct, it's definitely women. On the greater end. And the reason I say that is because the reason I say that is because it's like we are so comfortable with muddying the image of what it means to be a powerful woman, the power in submitting to your husband, the power in being able to keep at home and to be righteous. Like, we're muddying that. It's like we've adopted this thing that we want to be free. We're personifying whole culture. Can I say that on here? I'm sorry, 304 culture. Let's put it
Hey,
that
so
way.
wait, it's out there. Hey,
But
listen, we got Rick Jr. on the phone, right? Hey, but listen, this is a good segue though. Real quick, good segue. We got Inside the Nation Unfiltered coming, where we can speak more freely. And listen, if put the kids to bed, this is a conversation we're gonna be having amongst adults, speaking more freely. But that's only on Patreon. For y'all say why it's on Patreon, because y'all know YouTube don't let us do it here. But on Patreon, we want to have these discussions more freely. But
I'm gonna say bad words.
When have you stopped? But anyway, go ahead and finish out, Halimi. What were you saying?
No, but I'm saying, like, we've basically made 304 culture the catalyst for what it means to be a Black woman. It's like we've taken what culture actually means and have labeled it for degeneracy. So like it's hard for men when they're going out into the fields to choose a quality woman, because either he's stuck with somebody that is, 3 kids in, 3 different baby daddies, or somebody who's actively participating in 304 culture. And I don't think I have to explain that, but yeah, the options are just not there.
We got some people in the crowd saying, I disagree. My big out Lawson say, I will 100% disagree. Bro, you ain't have to put the 100% on her. he ain't had no, The Kira say, nah. Nah.
I would say, if I may, I don't think either side are to blame. I think it's something that has been done to us to where this is the result that we're seeing. However, I would say who is currently causing the most damage within the dating community, I would also have to say women, based off of what I'm seeing. It's a problem.
All right. Hey, anybody in the crowd, if y'all disagree, when Halima is not on the phone, you guys can politely call in and give your thoughts. Don't be in the crowd disagreeing if you ain't calling in. Hey, don't call in hot the comments.
I'm curious to hear the opposition.
Say something. Hey, and I wanna kind of add to what they saying, because I agree with the sisters in a sense, but I have a different perspective. I'm going to say the men, but I'm going to say the men started it. It's like the men fumbled the ball, and the sisters picked that bitch up and took it to the house.
Wait, brother. Hold on. This ain't uncut yet. We ain't there yet. We still on YouTube.
Hey, hold on. Who's the one going to get it? No, I'm saying. Get us canceled.
Hold on. Let me get you one for the future. All right, go ahead.
They took that thing to the house. They scooped up the ball, ran it back, and then they celebrate. They right now in the end zone still celebrating. Although here's the crazy thing. they ran the fumble back to the wrong end zone and they dancing like they scored the right thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like the person, never mind. It's like the person that shot the ball in the wrong hoop. It's like, yeah, they, you know what I'm saying? They talking trash, running their mouth, acting like they the best player in the game, and they score for the wrong team. It's like, come on, bro. Like, we threw the oop. So us men, we threw the oop. Of course, we know us is in the Israelite faith. We understand that everything was set up by the big eye in the sky. You know what I'm saying? We know that those that are ruling over us are causing us to do these things. They the ones that set up all the welfare and all that stuff, and everything is going to empower the women to be in the spirit they're in. But as men, we still should have stood and be like, hey, look, stand with us. We ain't going nowhere. We gonna make you do this. And then a lot of us end up falling into the simp culture. We became weak. We became soft.
Yeah, I agree.
And then as soon as we became soft, women like, oh shoot, they got injected with, you know what I'm saying?
My bad. I thought you could say
steroids.
You're making me nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous too. My finger on the button. Like, I'm trying to make sure.
Hey, I did stop myself. I did have something else
I do.
I was gonna say they grew some major, but
yeah, don't say that.
But
wait, hold on real quick, Tara. Let me get it.
Okay.
Anybody ever watch this show and never seen Rick speak without sports analogy? Me
Never.
either. It's never happened. That brother got more sports analogies than anybody ever met. Go ahead.
I never understand him. I want to speak to something that Yakira said, because can I say that word? Can I say the H word? Or are we just gonna go horse?
304.
Okay. Yakira said 304 culture thrives because men love 304s until they want to settle down. Which brings me to a quote that I read earlier from the Twitter streets. They said, and I quote, the state of
what is
the
304?
Oh, you remember on a calculator back in the day, and when you put on a calculator and flip it?
Yeah.
304?
Y'all ain't had no calculator.
He didn't
Y'all
have
was all in the
calculators
wrong
back.
places. No, I didn't. They made us do it by brain and paper and pencil.
Like-
This is why today we benefit. But okay, but go ahead.
Back in the 40s, they didn't have calculators. But the quote says, the state of the women in a community reflects the standards of the men within it. I'm going to read it again. The state of the women in a community reflects the standards of the men within it. So then I have to ask, to Yakira's point, we speak about these 304s and the OnlyFans girls and the strippers, etc. But who is their clientele? Who is keeping these women in business? Men, because they could not sell their bodies if there was nobody purchasing said bodies. So it sounds like it's a problem on both sides. Who started it?
Yep.
Well, see,
and that's the reason why.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, sister.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why I said I kind of had to be lukewarm with my answer, because to a certain extent, there is, like, men do play a part in that, because I feel like men give up on the standard. Like, there was a point in time where men, I mean, if we're going to be honest and keep it 100, like, 304 culture has always existed. There's always been a prostitute. That's the oldest job in the book. There's always been men that will indulge in that act. But if we're talking about men that are actually looking for marriage, men aren't necessarily marrying 304s like that.
Mm-mm.
They may marry them for benefit. They may marry them for status, but it never lasts. They're actually genuinely looking for women to settle down with in most cases, or they're just not going to marry at all and play the game and get all the benefits of marriage without putting a ring on it.
I agree because all right, so sisters who have supported the show, even through my absence and now through the return of Inside the Nation. Hopefully y'all keep supporting the show after this. But I'm gonna be honest, right? And if it don't apply, let it fly. Gold diggers, promiscuous women, and unsubmissive women are the majority of what we deal with today. The majority of what we deal with today. And if you're not that woman, then you are a special case and you're a beautiful creation. But if you are that woman, then bite the bullet. You gotta take it, right? That's what we deal with today. And like you just said, Halima, men ain't marrying that, except maybe for benefits. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. My wife watching. She'll tell you we had these conversations. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you're still with me. If you're still watching. I mean, we had these conversations all the time. And so you can be my my co-signer. That I tell my wife all the time about, have you ever just stopped and heard the conversation? How many women really listen? I told my wife put a 1 in the conversation. Everybody put 1s in. Hey, but I appreciate y'all being with me though. Hey, let me drop a bomb for the chat, man. But I tell my wife all the time that when you have these when men have these conversations, you know what I mean? The things that we talk about and the way that men talk about women, they just don't really understand. I had a homeboy who really said this one time. He said, I gotta find me a low self esteem, which I call them 304. You gotta find me a low self esteem 304. Why? Because I just want the benefits. And then did he marry her? Ain't nobody marry nobody. But let me ask you this question real quick, Kalima. And to the panel.
That's so sad.
I'm just telling you what men say. If we was listen in the unfiltered, we're gonna go into the conversations and some stories, right? Can't do that on here. When do women start to wise up? When do women and you sisters or brothers in the chat who saying nah y'all wrong? It's the men's fault. When do the sisters begin to wise up?
I want to start off with this because I don't even think so much about wise. Well, it is wise up. Yeah. I think they don't give a damn. They don't care what we want.
Yep.
That's why men don't want to get married to these women, because you will hear a man say, I like a woman that is 130 to 140 pounds, you know what I'm saying? Or 110 to 120. You know, we'll say that exactly. And then they'll say, no, you got to love big women. You got to love 300 pounds. That's got to be attractive to you. That's not fair. And it's like, no, I like this. Well, no, some guys like, no, I'm telling you exactly what I want, and you're not listening to me. So when we talk about, why don't men want to get married? We tell you what we desire, and y'all don't care what we desire, and y'all allow yourselves to not only look the way we don't want, but behave in the way that we don't want. So then what we going to do? We just going to play with you. And you earn what you worth, straight up.
You know what?
Fatality.
That's a headshot right there, Halima. I'm gonna let you go. You go ahead.
I'm just gonna add to Rick's point. The moment that women wise up is the moment that women start to try to think like men. We think we know what men want. We think we know what men desire. We think we know what they're looking for in women and what they desire, when we honestly have no idea. We can say that we know, or we can say that we're seeing certain things, but just as well as women play facades, men play facades as well. So you can't just straight up, you can't say that or a man thinks like this, or a man wants this type of woman, or a man like this, when it's completely the opposite. A lot of times women are just like, in a lot of different cases, I'm not going to say all women, I'll say the majority of women that we see today, they're very narcissistic in nature, and they don't know how to think outside of themselves, even to something as small as like serenading a man, right? Like, they think that serenading a man is doing what men do. Like, and I think I talked about this in the room that we had the other day. It's like, your version of serenading your man is putting rose petals on the floor and him going to a bubble bath and some beer. That's not what he wants at all. So very seldom do women go outside of themselves to really learn the person that they're choosing, or the person that they're picking to marry, to see who he is and what he actually desires to cater to him. So the moment women step out of themselves and genuinely learn the men that they're wanting to marry, or the men that they're wanting to choose, that's when they'll start to wise up and understand the game and how to play it.
Hey, have you ever seen that video? It's a sister from New Orleans. I think she had like the gold teeth in the mouth, and and she was talking, right, and she was like, saying pretty much what you saying, but she was saying the 304. She was like, listen, you wonder why, what I'm saying, your man is out there. You know who I'm talking about? Hey, put a one in the comment section if y'all seen that. And she was like, he told you that he want the red hair, but you want the black hair, and you wonder why you're by yourself. And she had a lot of beeps in there, but at the same time, she was making beautiful points. Like, if I'm telling you I'm attracted when you wear, and she was using hair, for example, you wear the black hair, but yet you want to go wear the red hair, and then you catch me with somebody with the black hair. Why is that? It's because I'm telling you, and Rick said the same thing, I'm telling you what I want, but you're more, like what Halima said, involved into what you want. I thought that was one of the most beautiful breakdowns. I mean, hey, some people might want to get lost in the way she said it, but what she said was 1,000% true. Go ahead, Terry. You had it.
Absolutely. I think that from a young age, for the most part, young girls are pretty much taught that the world revolves around them, and they come up with a sense of entitlement to where it doesn't even process to them that they have to question whether or not I'm capable of making somebody else happy. What makes you happy? How do you want me to love you? It's all about my happiness, what I want, what I need. You fit into that. I'm seeing it now just in, scrolling social media, that they feel like men still have to adhere to gender roles. They still have to provide, pay the bills, take out the trash, cut the grass, whatever. And then I ask, okay, well, if you want men to adhere to these gender roles, what gender roles do you adhere to? Crickets. Nothing. They want to take everything that you have and bring nothing to the table.
Right.
And because of how they're programmed, they think it's okay to feel that way. They don't even know to care enough about their spouse to be like, okay, now what do you need from me? They don't want to provide anything.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I want to touch on this. It goes into that question. And I don't know if y'all been seeing it. It's been all on Facebook and Twitter. How come women's intuition only works when he's cheating, but it never works when he's unhappy?
Yeah, I can't drop a ball for it. Yeah, I'm talking about that's true though. Why is that though? Like real talk. As a matter of fact, one of the brothers in my camp, man, he made a beautiful point, and I actually got a chance to see the video that he was referring to, and there was another brother, and the brother was saying about his dog, right? Like my dog. So my dog in my house can't talk. He can't talk. He can't do anything, right? But as soon as the dog needs something to eat, you go feed that mother. You know what I'm saying? For y'all who think I'm cussing, I'm really not. I'm hitting the button. So anyway, but unfiltered, make sure y'all there, right? Make sure y'all Patreon is coming soon. But he was like, but you go feed him. The dog ain't never told you he need to be fed, right? If the dog wanted his stomach rub, his head rub, whatever the case may be, you go do it instinctually without this dog ever telling you to go and do it. But yet, as a man, I hold a house down, security. I'm paying all the bills. I'm taking care of you. I'm taking care of my children. I make sure everything is together. But yet, when a certain amount of time pass, or I got to come and ask you for something to eat, or I got to come and let you know that, hey, it's been 2 or 3 weeks. Why do I have to tell you that it's been 2 or 3 weeks? But the goddamn dog, dog didn't have to tell you nothing, and it just lets you know. And I always say, we all heard this saying: you can drag a horse to water. If that horse thirsty, what are you gonna do? He gonna drink. If you hungry, I don't have to tell you to go in the kitchen to get some food to eat. That's instinctual. You're gonna go get some food to eat, right? You know what I mean? We don't have to tell you to do these things instinctually, but you can take care of a damn animal 10 times better than you take care of your man. So here's the problem. You treating the dog as if the dog your man. You treating the man as if he's a dog. And that's why you end up single. You know what I mean? I'm going to drop a bomb for myself.
Yeah. A lot of men are no longer seeing the value in marriage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And if I could, it's also, right, if you go out to eat with a man, right, and something happens while y'all at dinner, like something that is endangering your life or something crazy like that, or some fight, a man instinctively is going to, any man that's a man is going to instinctively protect you. His first instinct is going to make sure that you are right, or to get you out of there, or to get you in a place where you're secure. But for women, our submission is conditional. I'll submit if he leaves properly. I'll do this if he does that. But that's supposed to be something that's innate to us. So why is that? Why is there a fight there? Like if you naturally want a man to be a man, why is it impossible for him to want a woman to naturally be a woman?
Because if somebody breaking that house, the man ain't gonna be like, well, have you been listening to me lately? Do you respect me? He just gonna go right into protective mode. The minute somebody come in the house, he ain't gonna be like, well, you didn't cook for me yesterday, so I think you on your own with this. He just gonna go protect the house.
I don't know. You come in my house, if it been like a month, you gonna be like, babe. You gonna see the window, clink, 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 gone. You on your own. Hey, I'm not playing. Hey, my wife knows I'm not playing. I'm joking.
Hey, but like you said, it goes back to, as I said, that fumble. They ran that fumble back. We fumbled it, and they took that mug to the house. They ran it back. They don't feel the need to actually help us. I think we need help because they have been brainwashed by the men that set up the society that lets them believe that they are the prize. And even as me growing up, I believe that, hey, I got to do all this catering and serving the woman. And, I'll be lucky to have a good woman. Like, I believed all that simp stuff. So that's something that I had to grow out of and realize, oh, shoot, I got the game messed up. That's why things ain't going right.
Let me ask y'all this, because Yakira just made a awesome comment. I gotta agree. It's she said because we've been in the lion's den for decades trying to survive without men. Now, I believe that. I probably believe it a little differently. We probably disagree on how or why that is, but the fact remains that is what was going on. So with that being said, can we say, okay, because in the beginning we said, oh, it's kind of both. So with that being said, would you still put the blame on the woman because she's not wising up to straighten up? Or do we say she has a past because she has been going through all this for so long?
Oh, it's straight up her fault. Hey, she didn't. We telling her what we want. She ain't listening. At this point, right now, we like, hey, get y'all's ish together. Y'all ain't doing it. Yeah, it's on you now. You know what I'm saying? We set it up. Now we trying to tell y'all you going the wrong way. Turn around and score on our side, please.
Because at what point do we stop using that as an excuse to continue down the road of the negative behaviors that we have? Like, I firmly believe that if you can state the problem and you know the cause and why we are the way we are, that you can start doing the work to reverse it. I can't just say, well, I was the victim, so I'm going to keep continuing to be the victim. Okay, I realize that this is what happened. This is why I am the way that I am. How can I get better so that I can fix it for my children and the children after them?
Right.
I don't think we can keep using that.
So, go ahead, Halima. I'll get in after you.
No, it's just basically going off of that point. I mean, if I'm setting food in front of you, like if we're deciding to go to a restaurant, every time we go to this restaurant, you're getting sick. Why would you continue to keep going back to the same restaurant and trying different things if their end result is going to be you sick all the time? Like, at some point, you're going to have to learn and pick something else. Like, so I think that as much as we've been in the lion's den, like, we forget that men were in the lion's den too. Like, it wasn't just them, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we like to play struggle Olympics with each other, which is so confusing to me because we get so mad at each other in this gender war game that we forget about how we ended up where we're at. So until we figure out why, who's put us here and the reason why we're having to fight them, a reason why they put us against each other, we need to stop doing that and stand with each other and fight the people that put us in the place that we're in.
That's true. That is
Absolutely.
true. Hey, let me hold on real quick. Let me jump in. Christina Israel said, she made a good point. She said, don't miss the point, y'all. He's saying take the initiative to tend to your husband. Anticipate his needs and desires. So I think a few sisters may have missed the point that I was trying to make initially when I was talking about the dog and the man. And when I actually saw the video, I thought it was a good idea. Now, remember, sisters, when I said this initially, I said if it don't apply, then let it fly, because this don't fit every sister. We know that, right? But we're talking to those who toes hurting. If your toes are hurting, it might be you. You know what I mean? Please come back next Thursday. Make sure y'all watch again. But it might be you, right? So here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Like she's saying, if you can know to go and take care of your pet, because the dog needs his nails trimmed. Oh, he needs to go for a walk. Or if you know that for the dog, how is it that the man you cannot seem to get that together for? Understand that. Now, men, I'm gonna be 100 and 1,000% honest. Situations vary. This ain't me. This ain't talking about every single woman, because we got to look at the situations as well. I'm generally speaking, because when I saw that video, it really resonated with me. And my wife was right to watch me as I was watching it. I don't know how many times I replayed it. I replayed it probably, I don't know, 5-10 times. I was watching like, God,
that video, by the way.
Yeah, I get it to you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can put it into the description after this live over. But I'm watching it. So if you can know that, so it's two things. It's two things at play here. The first thing is that you know when your pet needs something, right? You know when your pet needs something, but you're not knowing when your man needs something. That's one, right? Two, it's instinctual for you to drink when you are thirsty or eat when you're hungry. Why? That's something you want to do. So two things is this. One, I feel like you're not paying attention to me. Two, now let's keep it 100. And some of my brothers say, oh, that's soft. But this is the truth of the matter is, just like y'all women be like, well, damn, is he still attracted to me? Well, a month down the road, 6 months down the road, if you can't never get to that point, the question can be returned to you. Because if you're hungry, you're going to eat. I ain't got to make you do that. Why? Because you want to do it. But this is something you're not doing. Why are you not doing it? Is it because you don't want to? And if it's something else, we need to address it. So don't miss the point of what I was saying. The point of what I was saying was this. Make more of an effort to treat the person you say you love like the man and not the pet.
You can't have a selective intuition. Either you got an intuition or you don't.
Mm-hmm. Abaya got intuition.
See,
y'all want to know that? I got intuition.
See, that goes to the focus. Is it really intuition or is it just a focus? Are you just looking for something the whole time? Like, are you spending your time looking through his phone or looking through his bag or looking in his car? You looking for all these things, but you ain't looking for what food he wants to eat for dinner when he gets off work. You ain't looking for how you can give him the good stuff to rub his feet when he gets home. You know, you're not looking for the things to serve him, but you're looking for what he's doing to offend you. You know what I'm saying? It shows your focus is off. It's not really intuition, I don't think.
I don't think so either. I think it's an insecurity. Because you can't turn your intuition on and off. I think it's an insecurity, and because you have that insecurity, you go looking for things because deep down you know you're not doing everything you should be doing to keep that man in the first place. So naturally you're going to be a little defensive. Well, let me go check. Let me maybe he doing A, B, C, D. Not let me do more to where I don't have to worry about this.
So I saw
and what is it?
So you gonna say
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? No, I was just saying, I'll just make a quick one, just self-sabotage. So you can basically say it's him and not you, even though like you just said, Tiara, it's actually you not doing your job.
Mm-hmm. You have something, Halima?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, we have to explore what an insecurity is too. Like, it's a lie. So essentially what you do is you're telling yourself a lie, and then you're going to do things to justify that lie. Anything that you could find. You think your husband is out here doing whatever he's doing, so your instinct is to go and look through his phone to justify the fact that you think that he's doing what he's doing. So when he doesn't come back from the gym at 3:03, even though he left at 2:52, that's you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the lie. You have to do things to justify the lie. So when you find yourself in that predicament, that's when that's when I feel like women got to do that serious healing before they even step into relationships, because that's when you don't cure those lies that you tell yourself, you end up lying your way out of marriages and out of good, healthy men that are set in your life to help you.
Right. You did 3 push-ups. That's enough. Come home.
With 303. He left the gym with 304 with a 304.
And that's why. And that is why I say your healing is your responsibility. You can't go waving your wounds around expecting everybody else to heal them and torturing everybody else with your wounds because you did not take the time that you needed to put yourself back together and to begin healing yourself. That is your responsibility. That's nobody else's responsibility. Right.
I agree. Hey, Halima, can you hold on for a second? I want to see if we got some other callers holding. Let them get in here. But I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to stay on because we were supposed to add the clubhouse into this, but they got I think it's a big thing going on, so I was like, I forget the clubhouse. All right, can you hold on and not hang up? If I accidentally hang you up, because I don't really know this phone system. I think I got it though. But if I hang you up, we're gonna take a call back in so we can finish up the conversation.
Okay. I'm gonna be watching on YouTube too. So.
All right, awesome.
Hey, and shout out to Ron Maya in the chat, man. Hey, you up here, you promoting, man. You doing your thing, bro. Shout out to you, bro.
Ramaya. Hey,
Thank you, Ramaya.
That's my arc right there.
I agree with your point too, Yakira. Our women as a whole have to learn softness and femininity. Most of us have never seen it. I actually asked a question to Twitter yesterday to women. I asked them if they felt like real women, grown women, feminine women, and most of them said no because they don't know it. They have to learn it, and that takes time.
Wow. Hey, listen, the phone lines are open. I want to talk. I want to open up don't be scared, man. Listen, there we go. 866-466-2739. Let's see who calling. Caller, thanks for calling Inside Nation Radio. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Michelle Anderson from Phoenix, Arizona.
From Phoenix, Arizona. I drove through Phoenix one time, Shalom. It was a very beautiful state.
Yeah,
it is beautiful. People underestimate the landscaping and the natural beauty of Arizona.
It was probably the most beautiful state. As I was driving across the bottom southern states going to California, that was the most gorgeous state I went through. But anyway, what's going on? What you got to add to the conversation tonight?
So, I think it's interesting because I think there are a couple, well, probably 3 or 4, probably up to 10 issues here. You know, there's going to be different stages by which people come into the truth, different stages by which men, women, even couples, right, come into the truth. At that point, you think they have a responsibility, an obligation to learn how to serve another person, especially a spouse. And, you know, I think that's kind of, I think we can make excuses for it. We have to understand the scriptures are not a Western book, but we still continue to fight to insert these Western philosophies for relationships, right? And then on top of that, you know, I think this layer of the red pill, blue pill dynamic is causing problems as well. I do think some of that dynamic can be helpful for young men without fathers, different things like that. It's a little irritating, but I do think there are some things in the conversation that can be useful for young men for sure. But I seriously do think that we are just missing the mark in terms of drawing back from all of this Western philosophy and just honing directly and sticking strictly to scripture.
I'm with you.
And just getting rid of all the excuses related to that.
So let me ask you the question then. And we're using dating for just sake of the conversation. In today's dating market, it is very horrible. It's very, very bad. And that's on top of people being able to identify as, you know, anything, right? You can identify as a stop sign if you want to, which that's already, you know, dangerous out there. But the danger in this dating market, or the severity and the way that it's going, who do you think is to blame?
I do think we're both to blame on some level. I think women, I've always been taught, right? Men choose, right? Men choose. So, you know, I think that women it need to be of a choosing kind. And I do think that we need to, if we are dealing with a holy man, with a righteous man, with a high priest, you know, potential, then we need to line up with that or just fall back. That's really all it is. Give that man a chance to find what's suitable for where God needs to take him. You know, and I think part of the responsibility for men is understanding that it doesn't matter what she looks like. You know, if she's not conforming to your walk with the Most High, then, you know, you're just going to have to sacrifice and be willing to look for better choices.
That is true.
Because ultimately that's all that matters. And we're going to have to kind of get in that mindset where I don't like the idea of the business relationship. I don't like the idea of the arranged marriage. I don't like the idea of any of those. Wait.
Let's back up. It's not because that's crazy that you said that, because I was going to ask you about that. I was definitely going to ask you about that. So you don't like the idea of the arranged marriage. But here's the thing, though. The Western world puppy dog marriage, where we just meet and we fall in love, has an extremely high divorce rate. The arranged marriage is, from last time I looked, was nowhere near that. So why would you not like that?
So not so much I can only tell you why from my limited view. So if we're talking about an arranged marriage, there has to be a blueprint for intimacy, for learning what intimacy is, that nucleus of intimacy, because you want that to last. You need other things to spring from that. We're not getting that either way in many cases. We're not getting that either way.
Uh-oh, what'd I do?
Touching
My bad. Hey, she's still talking. I can hear her in the... Hold on, Halima. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you're going to have to bring her back.
Hello? Can you hear me, caller?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, there you go. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did.
Well, I don't know what you heard last, but I was just saying my limited experience in arranged marriage, I think there's, you know, my limited thinking for arranged marriage is that nucleus of intimacy. So if we are teaching our young people that that we're wanting to encourage in more of an arranged process, then we need to be responsible for teaching them how to create intimacy outside of just sex, right? And we need to be responsible for creating more of a Black psychology when it comes to steps to maintain long-term relationships, to building something with each other, and actually building. Really creating something, and having that starting point where it doesn't matter what happens in that relationship, you're going to hone in and hold on to the Most High. So if we can do that, if we can create a blueprint for that, great, right? That's something we should be doing on our own anyway. But that does takes, number one, I almost feel like it should be a required thing before anyone gets married, especially people in the truth, or our brothers and sisters in the truth, that we have some type of personal responsibility course, something where we can show that we are developed.
I agree. I can definitely agree with that.
Show that we are developed people, and that we can meet just an initial need, for a mate. And that should just be required. So we have to establish a culture, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay.
We have to be serious about it.
Let me, because I have a comment up on the screen. Jakira says marriages end in divorce, arranged marriages end in divorce a huge percentage less than marriages. I just looked it up. I did a quick Google. Unless y'all come up with different stats. Mine says in the U.S., while the divorce rate hovers around 40 to 50%, the divorce rate around arranged marriages is 4%. And he goes on to talk about in India or something like that. But actually it says in India, the 90% of marriages are arranged and only 1% end in divorce. So according to a quick Google search, that's what I see as far as arranged marriages, which leads me to believe more that that's something we might need to look into. But caller, let me give you 60 more seconds to finish up your thought, and then we're going to get another call online.
No, I think that I don't have any, I'm saying, again, from my limited view, because of course, I did not have an arranged marriage. I picked my partner. but I do think that, or he picked me, thankfully, but I do think that, it was we had to learn a lot, and we had to be honest, about how we were going to make this in the long haul. And that's just, I guess we're just not being honest enough because we're so deluded, with these other things that are going on. And really quick, Brother Rick, I've been trying to catch information for your congregation because I'm coming to Louisville to visit my son, and we would love to be able to visit your congregation. So if there's any way you can post that, I've been trying to track you down.
All right, cool. Just put it up in the chat. Matter of fact, Christina, if you're still on, get up some information, type the links and stuff and message. I'll get up with you.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. We appreciate you calling.
Have a good rest of your Thursday.
All right. You too. Shalom.
I can see how arranged marriages could work. I think that I would have preferred my parents to choose my spouse, because my father and my mother, knowing me as well as they do, he could have picked what I needed, and my mom could have put her 2 cents in about what I wanted. I would have trusted that.
Don't worry. I'll pick your spouse. I got you.
Oh, Lord.
I pick him. I know exactly who I'm going to pick too. It got to be somebody that's just as annoying as you are to me every single day. Good Lord.
I don't think that's going to work.
Hey, chat, let me ask y'all a quick off the wall side question. Y'all ever paid somebody to do something for free? I got to find a person who this actually worked with. I gotta find a person who this has actually worked with. Who in here has ever paid somebody to do something for free? Now everybody can be like, what the hell is he talking about?
We're gonna do this in front of all these people.
What?
That's what in front of my friends? We're gonna do this in front of my friends.
All right. I'm gonna let it ride. I ain't let it ride. I'm gonna let it go.
And just to touch on the arranged marriage part, I'm 100% with it. I wish I thought like that long ago. I wish I did. But hold on, let the call again.
All right, we got Halima. Halima's back with us. Oh, what? Selwyn.
See that? Oh, praises.
Hey, we the people would like to trade the brother Selwyn from NIOC to, who can we trade him to? Who can we trade him to? What account can we trade him to? No, man, you couldn't have paid. You paid somebody to do something for free. Oh, it just registered with me. I know what you're talking about. I want not like that though. That's an inside thing, but not like that. This is something that somebody actually told me to do. You remember that conversation, Tiara, when we was having the conversation? Somebody told me to pay somebody to do something free.
I don't know if I was there for that one. I
Oh,
don't
you
think so.
wasn't. Oh, you need to be a little refresher. Okay, Halima, you back with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Let me ask you about that question I asked the last caller. Arranged marriages versus the United States Western world tradition of marriage. Now, I'm not in arranged marriage, but I used to joke about my daughter all the time. Actually, I wasn't joking. I was dead serious. And this is long before I even had a daughter. I had my daughter's name picked out. I mean, I'm 3 this year. And when I was, you had something to say? Yeah. All right. Come on. I got one in the back pocket now. So when I was about 20, I already knew what I was going to name my daughter, right? So I had my daughter's name picked out for a long time. And I also said I was going to pick my daughter's. Well, actually, the way I said was she'll be allowed to date when she gets married. You know what I mean? My daughter, when I have a daughter, she could date when she get married. But this was like long before I came into the knowledge of truth or what I think is truth or whatever, any of that, right? I just used to say that all the time. I don't know how it was going to work out. But now when I come to this knowledge, like, wait, arranged marriage. I was saying this for years. I just didn't know, right? So, but I think that's a good way of introducing marriage to the children, honestly, because obviously today's way ain't working. So what's the problem with it? Yakira, if you still out there, man, I hope you call in. I want to have a conversation, man. Call in. But what do you think, Halima, about arranged marriage versus the traditional marriage that we see today?
I think that arranged marriages are definitely superior to what we're doing now. And I put this in the chat earlier because now I think the lines between marriage and dating has been so blurred.
Yeah.
So like when we date, it gets us accustomed to leaving. And so what happens is you're dating and you're getting all the benefits of marriage before you actually get the ring or the ceremony or whatever the contract, or you have the sex or whatever you believe in, that sex, whatever you believe marriage is, not to go down that rabbit hole. But, you're getting all the benefits of marriage prior to doing the work to actually be married, so that whenever it feels like, this person, I don't like this person, or he or she is annoying, or he or she isn't living up, you could just leave whenever. And so then y'all actually take the step to get married. And then now you're looking for parachutes or ways to get out of your marriage when, the Most High made marriage something that's supposed to last forever. So I think dating is really it's crippled our ability to have longer lasting marriages. So for me, I think the arranged marriage thing, I could see it benefiting the community way more than what we're doing now. Mm-hmm. But what I'm going to tell you is that for parents, it's going to require parents to step up. Right. They're really going to have to start learning their children. And I just don't feel like mothers right now, mothers or fathers, are in the position to really set up a marriage that would be healthy for their children, because they just have it. They don't know who their kids are.
You know what? That's an excellent point, because the parents are not in the place either. So, but I agree. And the thing is too that, arranged marriages require you to learn how to love, right? You have to learn how to love. And that's the thing though. A lot of people don't know how to love because we have the wrong idea and the wrong understanding of what love really is.
And they don't love themselves.
And they don't love themselves. First off, you're imperfect, trying to make a perfect union. That is never going to work. You don't know how to love because you've never been taught what love is. And as you just said, Halima, that the parents are not in a position to even start grooming their children and teaching their children for these particular ways of life and things of that nature. But but with the arranged marriage, it does require you, and you do have to learn how to love versus just, the puppy dog thing. Oh, you're so cute. I'm thinking about you all day long. There's times I think about my wife all day, and there's times that she get on my nerves. I want to be around her. But that has nothing to do with love. The times I think about her all day that's icing on the cake, right? But the times I don't want to be around her, you know what I mean? We might headbutt. She might get on my nerves. Hey, get away from me. I need 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I need 10 minutes or whatever the case may be. The point is, we 13 years in at this point, going on 13 years in at this point. And so when you learn how to love, like we went through a lot. I tell people a lot of times that we could tell our story to lifetime. We've been through thick and thin, homeless, losing a child together, her being in the hospital, you know, what you're in that, about 3 weeks, almost having a situation where she could have lost her life in the hospital because the medical staff was negligent. Mm-hmm. You know, I was sleeping in the hospital with her every single day. You know what I mean? I was there. I slept there, you know, but still, there's times that shit on my nerves. You know what I mean? I might get off this podcast tonight. She won't get on my nerves. I just know it. I'm joking. I'm joking. But the point is this. With that being said, you know, you still stick it out. That ain't in today's time. We don't see that. And that's why I agree with what Halima was saying. You had some, Rick. I see you might go right in my cup.
Oh, no. I was just thinking about what you said, like endurance, like how to love. Endurance is in there, meaning being able to hang on, like when things are bad. And it's a job. It's a duty. And once we kind of understand it's a duty, like especially on the man side, if we understand it's a duty, then maybe the woman can understand, okay, it's my duty to actually fulfill my role and respect him. Because men, we just want back. That's that we don't love, respect. And when we
I think the angel just touched your mic. I don't know what that was. Your mic.
He said,
What turned into Optimus Prime over there? Transform. You got to repeat all that. I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, man. Hold on. Can y'all hear me, nigga? We good now?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Wait. Okay. Hear me, nigga. Something he just said.
Oh, I just said how to love, like how you first was talking about that. You know, we learned how to love, but we'll listen to Lil Wayne's track and be like, all right, this is how we gonna learn how to love. Like when we actually understand how to love is going into respect. Respect me, you know, show me that you respect me, and then men show that we can stick it out, show that we can endure. Kind of like you was explaining. Hey, she might get on my nerves, but it ain't about if I'm feeling ooey gooey and happy about her. It's about that I'm going to do this regardless of what's going on. And not regardless, of course, if you disobey me going the wrong way, but if it's like we having a little trouble right now, that's cool. I still care about you. I still want to protect you, provide for you, and guide you.
Right. And you said something, Halima and Tierra, and just throw this on you, what you finna say. What do men have to do? Because, hey, we talk about in 2023, why we marrying these women? Like, these women ain't bringing nothing to the table for us nowadays. Listen, we're in Daniel the 12th chapter spoke about the time of awakening. In the last days, knowledge is going to greatly increase. We're going to run to and fro. And a part of that knowledge is a lot of brothers waking up saying, "Oh, wait, on the prize." Listen, typically when you say it's more me than you, that's a good thing for you. But in this case, it's kind of the opposite. It's more you than me. I'm the rare one here, especially if I'm the good one. You know, there's only a few of those, right? But at the same time, I do have to appreciate what Yakira was saying earlier. From you ladies, what do you say that men have to do if we're saying that our women, our sisters are on the brink of just 304 culture, right? Hey, but on Unfiltered, I'm just gonna say it, right? But on 304 culture, then what do we as men have to do to bring our women back over here? What is our responsibility from the woman's perspective?
You want to go first here, or you want me to go?
No, you go ahead, sis.
I'm trying to figure it out. Like, somebody go.
Because personally, men, I think men are doing a lot better at this. But one, man, N-words have got to stop lying. Y'all got to be a little bit more forthcoming. And the other thing is, as long as my husband used to say this to me all the time. We actually had this conversation last night, and we talked about this, and he says it every time we have this conversation. If there's one man that gives a woman confidence to continue being the unrighteous woman that she is, then unrighteous women will always exist. So the second part
who said that, your husband?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Bomb for that brother, man. Halima, scoot over, man. Put your husband on the phone. On the plane. Go ahead. Finish up. Go ahead, finish up.
Let me go get my husband like that girl at the wheel. Hold on.
I'm messing with you. Go
That's
ahead.
what he said. Like, But that's true. Like, as long as there's one man that supports the debauchery, debauchery is always going to exist.
Yeah.
So y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop supporting that, and y'all have to be louder than the lower percentage of men that women are giving themselves and are attracted to. So, like, women, you know what I'm saying? They only want a certain percentage of men. The rest of the men are kind of like outliers, if you really think about it. So if they're continuing to date these same men, y'all got to stop putting them up as options and really setting the standard to say, yo, that's whack. Like, that's not where, and of course there's certain brothers that do that already, but it has to be more. There has to be more of that going on so that, women actually have quality selections that they can choose from.
Did you really say the band got to stop lying?
Polygamy. I think she just said that. I mean, I think that's her
Polygamy.
probably, but
So, speaking of that, go ahead. You go to Terry, then I'm going to get in because I want to say something Rick just said, but go ahead.
I would say set firm boundaries, strengthen them knees and stop caving, stop buckling because of these women and guilt tripping you and making you feel bad. So you feel like you have to settle in your boundaries and you might feel like you're asking for too much. If you give her room to do what she wants to do, she's going to do what she wants to do, and start telling these women the truth about themselves. Some of the harshest things that have ever been said to me that has helped me to grow has come from my men being honest with me. Women need to hear the truth. She might not get it day one.
Who was that man who was honest with you? Who was breaking this down?
You don't know.
I'm just asking. Who was breaking this down to you? Who was?
You probably wouldn't know him if I told you who he was.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, a lot of times brothers can enable these women in their behaviors. I've seen brothers do it in marriages. I've seen brothers do it outside of marriages. And then you wonder why she won't change because you're giving her space to do what she wants to do. You need to listen. This is my hard line. If you set hard lines for these women, I'm not going to tolerate anything that's not this. She's either going to conform to that or she's going to leave. You need to be okay with her choosing to do either. A lot of you are not. And that's the problem. You enable women and you need to cut it out.
Mm-hmm. Jay Lutch, Shalom, he say men have to take their balls out of the wife's purse, and I agree.
Say that all the time.
Hey, I mean, it's what it is, It's being real, right? It is what it is. So, question. Mm-hmm. So, there's another video I seen where it says the sister was like, what makes you such a good woman that you think you got to have that man to yourself? Y'all seen that when the sister was in the gym working out? She said, nah, sis, that's all, man. We gonna shut him. hey, she was speaking, her truth though, right? So with that being said, let me ask you this question. So I also, I haven't verified or vetted these statistics, so y'all could tell me I'm wrong in this if I'm wrong. But according to another video, because I was definitely flipping. According to another video I was watching, it was a sister, or I believe she was a sister, talking about this, right? She was doing the numbers on how many women that were on Earth, on the planet, versus how many men, and how many sperm each man will have. And per her calculations, she stated that the amount of men, it only takes 37 men, 37, based on her calculations, takes 37 men to impregnate every woman on the planet. Because now, mind you, men carry millions of sperm, right? So it only takes 37 men to impregnate every woman on the planet. And then if you look at the scriptures, we see the forefathers, they had multiple wives. And you look at the science supports the scriptures in this whole polygyny thing, right? With that being said, and when we look at this, we can deduce that it is instinctual for a man to have more than one woman. Right? Now, you have to understand that this whole one man, one woman thing came to be here. If you look at the rest of the world, it don't really operate like that. But we have that here. Like in the old Egypt, let us deal wisely with them. That's a form of population control. Just think about it. That's population control. But the point I'm getting to is this. If a man's natural urge is to be with more than one woman, but this man is suppressing his natural urge, his instincts to be with you, do you not think it's your duty, knowing that this man's natural instincts tell him that he can have more than one, and his scriptures tell him he can have more than one? His biological makeup suggests he has more than one, but yet he says, I'm going to be with you. And when you got to rub the damn dog head and you don't know when he ready, that's a problem. He's sacrificing a lot for you. Is it not? Go ahead.
I would say absolutely. Something I had this conversation with my dad once, and he said, as a woman, if you want a man to only want you, you better do any and everything that you possibly can to keep that man. There should be nothing that he needs that you cannot provide for him if he is willing. We had the exact same conversation. I would say that I have to agree. You can't I can't even say it the way I want to because we have YouTube. You can't be a woman
Unfiltered.
to
It's
that
coming
man
soon,
and
yeah.
expect him to be whole for you. I'll say it that way. It's the best way.
Hey, hey, shout out to
Yeah.
Pops. Shout out to Pops. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
Say that again. Say that again. You can't expect that man to what?
Hmm?
What do you say again?
You can't be half a woman to a man and expect him to be all for you. Basically, if you want that man to focus solely on you, you better put some work in. And like he explained to me, and it takes a lot of work to be a wife to a man. It's not an easy job.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Your mama is everything to me. Whenever I need her to be, she that. If I need this on Monday, that's what
Mm-hmm.
she is. If I need this on Tuesday, that's what who
Uh-huh.
she show up as. I don't need anything else."
Mm-hmm.
But that takes a lot of work, and every woman's not willing to do that amount of work. And I said, well, shoot, Dad. All right.
Hey, shout out to Rochelle, my sister, one of his sister in the body. She said, y'all better stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Because that sister in the gym said, sis, that's man. She ready. And if you not ready, you saw what I'm saying? If you ain't ready, you know what I mean? But real talk, I had those situations with my wife. These women are very aggressive out here. I had a very aggressive situation, like right in front of my wife, We had to all right, you got to chill out, whatever. But that's just how women are. That's where it is right now. These women are starting. That I know people have their different understandings on the scripture Isaiah 4:1, but I think the brothers who are saying, "Hey, this may be a reality coming up soon," may be more. What we're seeing now leans more to that being that reality of multiple wives situation than anything else, because the men are all right. So let's say we got 1,000,000 women, but you ain't got but like 10,000 men. Well, 5,000 of them identify as a stop sign, right? The other 3,000 identify as a damn, I don't know, a blade of fucking damn grass or something, right?
Canceling.
So, I'm just, but you know what I'm saying? But now you got what, like 3,000 left. So the numbers it's astronomical in the opposite direction. They're small, right? So you got to stay ready to get ready. It's like having a lack of food out there, especially during a time when a lot more men are getting to the point where, you know what? I need to start changing myself. I need to act like a king. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of these dudes stupid. A lot of these dudes stupid. Y'all know it, man. I'm generally speaking when I speak here. Everybody just understand I'm generally speaking. But go ahead. Since you said yes, something you want to bring up.
No, I just wanted to because I feel like when it comes to this conversation, I think one thing that we have to understand as women is that this is completely subjective to the man. And just like Tierra's Pop said, you know what I'm saying? You unless you're ready to be a whole woman for, a man, you can't expect him, don't be a half a woman. And I think even to that point, some men require different things, right? Some men's needs are different. And sometimes you are enough. You are exactly what he needs in the position that you play. But then there may be a position that opens later that he needs someone to play, and there's nothing wrong with him being open to have that, to fill that position. And if you, I feel like that's the part where we as women really have to be, careful about who we pick, because then you need to be able to learn your man to understand what type of needs that he's going to end up desiring. But then two, just being humble enough to understand that, at the end of the day, this is for him to edify his household. And so whatever he desires as as me being righteous in his house, I've got to play by those rules. And that in turn, that's me being righteous and good standing with the Most High. So, I'm all for it. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. And I'm all for bringing women to my husband. I'm not afraid. So
She said,
it just depends on what he needs.
I want to add to what she said. She said if this man has a need, if something he needs, and then someone else can fulfill that need that she can't, even if she can, and someone else can fulfill it better. If you are a woman that's fully subservient to your husband, you love him that much, and you want to help him and improve the process of his progress, then you would encourage that he has another. Okay, let that other wife get what he needs because I care more about what he needs than what I want. See, that's a wife right there. And and really the more I look at it, the more I start to understand it. Women that are staunchly against polygyny, whatever you want to call it, multiple wives, that's and y'all gonna be mad, you can cancel me, whatever. It's a lack of femininity. Because a feminine woman wants to serve her man. You don't want to serve your man. And you want to make sure he got what he needs.
Goodness gracious.
He got what you need. You need to know that you actually lack femininity because you don't even want to serve. You know, you don't want to pet your dog that needs that help. You know,
made me start sweating.
Now I'm finna flip the script and they're gonna be like, oh, Vi, you just messed up the whole episode. But I'm finna flip the script on y'all now.
I'm scared.
You ready? You shouldn't be, right?
Okay.
Now, with this being said, men who have made a commitment, a vow, not a vowel, but a vow. Wait, Halima. There you go, say it. Men who have made a commitment and a vow to one woman and have said before the Most High, whether you were ignorant of your rights or not, whether you were ignorant or not, everybody quiet, whether you were ignorant or not, right? We have a great example, Jephthah in Judges 11. Anybody? Hey, drop a 1 in the comment section if y'all familiar with Jephthah in Judges 11.
I remember that story.
Drop a 1 in the comments. Yeah, we went over that in womanhood meeting. We went over that, right?
We about to shake it up.
So, for those of you who are not familiar with Jephthah, I'll just give you a quick rundown. Jephthah, they got rid of him because they say, "Oh, you're a son of a harlot. You won't share inheritance with us." They kicked him out. So, and then they was coming up against the children of, was it Ammon, the Ammonites, I believe it was. And so Jephthah prays to the Most High. The Ammonites, okay. He prays to the Most High and says, "Hey, if you deliver the Ammonites into my hand, when I return home, I'll sacrifice the first thing that comes to my door." Well, the Ammonites get delivered into his hand. He returns home. His daughter walks outside, falls off his horse. "Oh, Lord, why did you walk outside?" Well, what do you think, Jephthah? Her dad had been going to war all this time, and she's happy to see him. Of course, she's running out to greet him. But Jephthah, in his foolishness, did this because the Most High don't require sacrifices, not of people. Now, we don't do that, right? There's been one, the son, that's it, right? So we don't do that, right? That ain't what the Most High doing. But, do I have a drum roll in here? Dang, I ain't upload that one. But, did she really just do that? But, since he made that vow, remember, this is why Christ said, it's better for you to forbear than to make a vow than break it. And I'm going back to the point. Because who knows the father better than save the son, right? The son knows that if you make a vow, you got to hold to it, right? So Jephthah made that vow, and he had to sacrifice his daughter, even though that's not what the Most High requires. But the Most High does not go back on his own word. He didn't go back on his word for Christ. So he wasn't going to go back on it for Jephthah, me, you, anybody else. So men, this is something that you need to keep in mind. If you have vowed a vow to be with that one woman before the Most High, just because you say, hey, I have whole knowledge of the truth now. No. Jephthah would have been like, hey, well, shoot, I just realized it's my daughter now. I would have switched up quick too, but he wasn't allowed to. So if you vowed a vow to be with one woman, guess what? You made that vow before the Most High. Now, people say, well, why you don't take a second wife? One, I don't know if I want to deal with more than one. I'm going to be real with you. Y'all women is something else. But yeah. We ain't going to go there, though. Right? That's next show. I don't even know I can deal with more than one woman, right? That's just being real. I don't want a second wife. But with that being said, I made a vow to my wife that I would just keep her. But even coming into the knowledge of this truth, I'm like, oh, I still understand that point, though I made a vow. So I still can't leave that vow. I think that's something that brothers need to keep in mind when now coming into this truth, saying, hey, I'm gonna take now if your wife okays you, then that's different now. But you can't just say, I'm the man, I made the decision, when you don't gave her a vow, gave the Most High a vow about her. You can't renege, nigga. You can't do it like that. It don't work that way. You can't just bounce back the other way. So keep that in mind, brothers. Just want to toss it out there real quick.
I think too, real quick.
Rick said, I got lost in that coming over. Now I ain't get none of that.
I think too, though, on the whole vow thing, like, I mean, like are you talking like a written vow or like something they just think like that he just saying, I just want you right now? Because that's the thing too. Like,
No, not
I'm gonna be honest,
him
we
just
hear
saying
what
I just
he's
want you
gonna
right
do.
now. I'm talking about because when we were in the
Yeah.
Christian church, a lot of us we stood before God. It was the same God. We ain't know how to worship Him properly, but it was the same God. And we said, I vow to keep this woman, just me and her, and just us, no matter through thick and thin.
Hey, that wasn't
You
in
know
my
what I'm saying?
vows.
He said, I ain't say that verbatim.
Hey, they be like through thick and thin, and that thick and thin ain't just talking about life situation. That's talking about fluctuation of weight and everything. When she thick and when she thin, she was there. Through richer for poor, all that's I'm gonna be with her and her only. So those are vows. People have to really realize that these vows the Most High take seriously. Didn't even with Christ, He don't change His word. Christ was like, hey, listen, let this cup pass before me. I know I'm like this is kind of jumping to another subject, but He asked the Most High to let the cup pass before me. But because of the Most High's will and making a vow to Him, and His will is for you to keep it. Because of the Most High's will outweighed what Christ was actually asking for at that point. Christ had to humble down and be like, all right, not my will, but your will. Because who knows the Father better than the Son? So if you made a vow, not you, Rick, but if you made a vow, then brothers, y'all might want to think about it. All I'm just saying, don't try, find a little hole to squeeze through. But Halima, to your question, real quick, I'm gonna give you back the mic right now. If you're saying that, hey, he just saying, I just want to be with you. If y'all, it's not just a conversation thing. I'm just about a real vow. And then, like in your case, let's say your husband made a vow to you, right? But you're saying, hey, no, I'm good with you having a second wife. Then that's it. You are allowing him to go that route. He said he wouldn't cheat on you. You said, well, he's not cheating on me because I come into this understanding as well. So, but don't force your brothers. Don't. I'm all for multiple wives. I'm all for doing. Don't force your wife into a multiple wives marriage because wisdom we gotta apply as well. Because if you are growing up 30, 40, 50 years to think, hey, this is adultery. This is, just because, hey, I read this book in 3 seconds, I'm gonna change up my whole. No, it's a process. It's a rebirth. When a child is born, he has to grow. She has to grow. When you're reborn, you have to grow. So that woman might not have grown to the place where she is okay with that yet. Some women grow a lot faster. Some may never grow. But you as a man have to have enough love and respect for your wife. So I ain't gonna force this on you because I did make a vow. But go ahead, Alima. I'm just running my mouth.
No, you straight. No, because if you're willing to make a vow like that, like to restrict your God-given right, I mean that's kind of weird. Anyway, but I mean I get it. Like when you explain the whole like church, like and growing up in church and then y'all getting married in the church, and under that understanding, I kind of understood more because I can understand that. And that those situations, like coming from the world into the truth, a lot of those marriages don't end up right because of that. A man's first lesson in the truth is the fact that he can have multiple wives, and you running off with that,
Yeah.
like that could create issues. So yeah, the wisdom definitely does have to be there. And if you make that vow, yeah, brother, you locked in, brother.
Yeah.
But the reason why I had brought up the caveat.
Hey, notice she coughed out that. Oh, I don't know now.
Yeah, but the reason why I had brought up the caveat though is because I heard this argument with a lot of women in the truth, and it's not about it's not what you're saying. Like they didn't use the angle what you said about growing up in church. It was literally the angle like you told me you only wanted me, and the brother ended up changing his mind. Like there was a law, like he in sin because he changed his mind. Like that's weird.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I think that's more of
now I do
maybe lied a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if that's the same vow as a third. I don't think that I don't take that to be the same exact vow process.
Exactly, because I think there's a we got certain rights that lead to that you have to do a vow. So like my thing with that is like if it's just a conversation and this is something that y'all both agree on, y'all either need to write it out or say, hey, we're gonna promise each other and promise the Most High that this is not something that we're gonna do, or you just leave it at what it is. And if he ends up changing his mind, technically he's well within his right. So I feel like that's just how we have to approach that. You either need to write it and make it official, or you need to just let it go, because that's
Like
I don't know,
right here.
that's weird.
I can see that. Hey, we hovering around about 70 people in here, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. We should at least have 70 likes if we got 70 people watching right now. Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
Definitely.
Christina Israel said, "Go ahead, Rick. I'm
I
after
was
you."
gonna say 70 people because we also had I know at least about another 40, 50 people come in and leave. So
Right,
we
right,
can
right.
At least have 70 likes.
Them about 40 sisters who too. Like, I ain't watching this shit. I'm gone. They talk about
It smell like accountability in here.
Christina Israel says, I got a different perspective on this. If that's the case, if every woman you've ever laid with comes into the truth, wouldn't you have to marry them since we're expected to marry afterwards? Yes, but we're talking about vows. It's a completely different system. It's you going to the Most High and making a vow. It's not talking about you.
Right.
It's a whole nother system of processing the way you do that. And what I'm referring to is the book of Numbers, the 30th chapter. So if you read it, it's like it just goes into the vow, but it's not the same as just laying with a sister. Although keep
Hey,
your pants
Abaya.
up. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this too because I feel like you should also touch on women like misleading men into making a vow like that too. Because like that's wicked too. Like if we gonna keep it 100.
You only want me, right? Right?
It is. Hey, well, brothers gotta start looking like, oh yeah, but booty looking good right now. Yeah, girl, I don't want you. That's the line you was talking about earlier, right? Knowing good and well, I'm finna get about 3, 4, 5 more women, but tonight.
You gotta be honest.
Or you gotta be like this. Yeah, girl, I want you tonight. You gotta say that part real low. I'm just playing. I'm joking, y'all. I don't operate like that. I'm joking.
Hey, but that's the tough thing though. Like, and men gotta have that strength to walk away, and a lot of times, we don't, and that's really why we gotta like it. And I love how our sister said earlier. As long as matter of fact, might have been you, Halima, said as long as there's one man that's gonna allow the debauchery, that's gonna allow the foolishness, there's always gonna be women that's gonna feel empowered to emboldened to continue in their foolishness.
Right.
But if all the men say no more, if we start doing, remember them commercials they had the DV commercials is like no more, and they had all the NFL players that was putting their hands.
I ain't see that one, Rick.
If all the men said no more, what I'm saying, we ain't putting up with your mess no more, women would change. They repent, or they just die off like the dinosaurs. They just become extinct.
Dang.
Not that Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Listen, somebody posted a screenshot. Speaking of, men being honest, it was a conversation between a man and another woman. And I'm about to read you exactly what he said in his text message.
Uh-oh.
He said, I ain't gonna lie. I got a girlfriend. We engaged. We got 3 kids, and she pregnant now. So 1 on the way. I just need a little friend. I ain't looking for nothing serious. I'm gonna make sure you took care if I can keep both y'all happy. I said you can call it what you want, but you can't call him a liar. He kept it all the way real.
Wicked Joker wise. Yep. Wow. Hey, Eleazar says, witches make covenants and vows with demons. Have they no room for repentance? And I would say yes to that question because that is transgressions, right? Making a vow is not a transgression. But it's acting in expedience. Like there are some things that are not unlawful, but they might not be expedient. So if you're a man, you can't stick with one woman. Don't make that vow about being one woman. It's not a sin either way. But making vows with witches and demons and that stuff, that is a transgression. The Most High always tells you to come back from that. That would be my answer to that.
Yakira just made a really good point too. She said brothers got to start being honest in the vetting phase, and women have to stop thinking they're going to change the honest man's mind. I have heard so many times where a man tells a woman, look, you don't want one now, but I can't say down the line I might not change my mind. In the back of her head, she said, I can change his mind. So you marry him, do everything you can, you think is going to change his mind, and when he don't change his mind, now all these Israelite men is wicked and they liars. No, you tried to manipulate the situation and it backfired on you. Take it at face value. He said what he said.
Hey, Rick, give me 3 reasons right now in 2023 you will get married, and then give me one major one why you would not.
Oh, shoot, got me on spot.
On the spot.
One major.
It just popped in my brain. That's all.
Hey. First, like I said, the best of a woman is the support. Her adding to you, her, improving your legacy. That's one major reason that I ain't gonna say every man, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. Legacy. Number 2, the obvious. We gotta get down. Yeah, get me some sex. You know what I'm saying? That's a major reason. So we just gonna keep it all the way real. Like, this person is going to add to my legacy, and then we're going to have the physical, and then 3, that I can actually, mold her and help her grow, and I can actually, help someone, because at the end of the day, women, we saving y'all from yourselves. So the satisfaction and that I actually get to rescue a woman from her destroying herself, that's a beautiful thing. So it's 3 reasons to get married. 1 reason not to in 2023 is just look around. Over 95% of these women are not wives. They are jump offs. They are concubines.
Yeah.
They are side chicks. Whatever you want to name it. All they useful for is the box. They ain't got nothing outside the box. You talking about think outside the box?
Listen, y'all.
Outside the box.
Make sure y'all come to Inside the Nation Unfiltered on Patreon. We ain't did the first show yet, but that's coming soon. So go ahead and just sign up for Patreon tonight. That way we can free Rick. I mean, he's gonna be able to say whatever he want to say. It's gonna be uncut. We're gonna have an honest, righteous, but open discussion. Put the kids to bed. Make sure y'all follow us on Patreon. We can't have it on here, right?
The Kraken.
Oh man, Halima. 3 reasons why you would get married in 2023. 1 reason why you would not.
3,
He said, "Come buckets."
my man.
Thank you, Tim, my man.
Hey, listen though, I respect that. I drop a ball for that. I respect that, my man. Hey, listen, that's what's up. That's what's up. I respect that.
But no, seriously, because 1 was it's just because he actually he actually has the ability to bring out the best in me, and so being able to have that sort of blessing just fall into my lap like that, because I really wasn't looking, it just kind of fell on me. So for the Most High to bless me with that type of blessing, for someone to actually just bring out, and by doing that, allowing me to perfect the role that I'm in, which is, it's far from perfect, but it's still a really great work in progress. But being able to do that, having somebody that watches and prays for me is the second reason. And the third reason is because, it's him. Like, what? I'm sorry. But
I love it.
The reason why
Listen, man.
She over there grinning. Look at her.
I really have to say, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give a shout out to the sister for just simply loving her husband the way she do. Hey, listen, you one of the few, man. You one of the few. So I tell that brother, I say salute, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I will. He's really great. But the reason why I wouldn't in 2023, I mean, I pray for people that are dating today. When I give credence to the Most High in the morning, I say, please bless these people that's trying to find a husband and a wife, because I wouldn't want to be them.
yeah, straight up. Nah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, side note, Rick, Sister Christina Israel's emphatically stating, do not forget. Emphatically, do not forget.
Emphatically.
Tiara.
Yeah.
Ahava Lorraine, mama's at home.
No, she didn't say don't forget. She emphatically said don't free Rick. That's what she said.
Oh, what she said?
How do you put them words together and get forget?
Brother Rick, he doesn't have any tail. Oh, I looked at it real quick. I thought she said don't forget. Because earlier she said that's why they said don't proof. That's why they say don't proofread your own paper. You see what you think that ain't really that, right? I read something completely different. All right, you're right. We probably shouldn't free Rick, but it's gonna be on Patreon. I should have uploaded my drums. Hold on, I got one for you. Give us 3. 3 reasons why to get married. 3 reasons why to get married in 2023, and 1 reason not to. I got a major reason why not to, but y'all go ahead.
I would say being able to get to do the rest of my life with my favorite person. It's real bleak out here. I would say the second one would definitely be intimacy, and the third one would be so that I could truly step into my purpose, because I feel there's a lot that I'm capable of that I want to be able to do that I cannot do until I am married, and I can't wait.
Wait, hold on. Slack it. We got a free Rick campaign going on in the chat section. We got a free Rick campaign going on in the chat section right now. They want to hear Rick get loose and on the conversations. But go ahead, finish up.
Hey, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat.
Yeah, I would say that's probably one of my big ones. So that I'm really able to step into my purpose when I'm married. And then one reason not to, definitely the lack of integrity and the lack of character that I'm seeing. Not in a hurry.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm married, so I ain't got to have 3. I don't plan on going nowhere. And she can't go nowhere if she wanted to. So that's settled, right? But the main reason not to for me, hold on, clear my throat. The main reason not to get married, my thing is, it's dangerous. I used to work as a paramedic, right? I'm in the ER, and I remember this girl coming through to the ER, and she even gave your boy the eye and everything, and all the medics in there, they were looking like, oh man, yo, and they, making a little fuss and a little uproar. Now, this was some years ago, though. And I'm telling my wife about this. I'm like, yeah, man, this is what happened. So we having this conversation. I'm telling her, like, I had to realize where we were. We work in the ER. She there for a reason. She ain't visiting nobody. Why is she there? Long story short, she was there because
oh no.
What'd you say?
Oh no.
Yeah.
She had something, didn't she?
Yeah, slow drip from the wrong place. So I'm like, but she was okay. I guess everywhere else she looked normal. Nothing.
How would you say that?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's true. I was able to read the chart, and it's not anything illegal because I ain't saying no names. But yeah, she had a slow drip from the wrong place. Like drip. I'm just playing. Right, and so I'm like, that's that really. And my wife can tell you, I talked to her, man. I told my wife, I was like, that I'm already married. I wasn't not doing nothing, but that really just extra solidified my brain to how dangerous it is out here nowadays. You can look at a person and they look perfectly normal, right? But and she walking around giving the eye to people. She's still, in the mindset. People will do that. They can know drip, drip. They can know that they are messed up and still will, try and, come over with you, right? So, and for that reason, and most of all, if I was single, I'm just gonna be honest with you. If I was single and I'm not, and if I had to pick somebody to date, she gotta be pregnant. I'm just being real with you. She gotta be pregnant.
Nah, you guys play that, bro.
She gotta already be pregnant. Hey, listen. Have you seen these surgeries nowadays? You can't tell no more. And then you can go adopt somebody. Now I need to see you carry the baby. I need to know you a woman all the way. They identifying as everything out here nowadays. I'm joking, y'all. I ain't really gonna be dating a pregnant woman now. But the truth of the matter is, I will at least know you a woman, like, cause
hey,
Hey,
you bought that home. You bought that home nicely.
You could at least say she got to provide her birth certificate.
But listen,
okay.
Listen, not even birth certificates. You can go and get the proper security paper, and you can. I know this for a fact. Trust me. You can go get a proper security paper, and you can make stuff up. You know what I mean? I've seen it or something, right? So that don't suffice. You having a birth certificate or nothing like that. I need to see you carry the baby. All right, and I need to be there. I don't want to hear no C-section nonsense. I need to be there when you have it. Right? You got to be pregnant. And after that, I know you're a woman. But today's time, it is dangerous. I am not finna. Hey, listen. Let my wife smile. Oh, I'm tired of this. I'm leaving. You don't get your back in. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, I don't have to second guess right here. You're not going anywhere. We good. All right. I'm not abusive, y'all, but she just can't go.
Shows from now on.
Huh?
Now you said the drip. Hey, didn't the scripture say, a slutty woman is like a continual dropping? What's that say?
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying though. I'm trying to live scripturally over here. I'm trying to be a righteous man. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. You got to be careful. Listen, I'm going to my son, and what we got to start doing too. Oh, we at 10:12. We got to get ready to wrap it up. What we got to start doing too with our children, and we got to stop protecting our little girls and telling our little boys tough. We have to protect our children equally across the board, right? Because these perverts across the board, they look at everybody, everything, and then your son can also be dating his son, and you thought it was his daughter. Because nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, they like, I'm her at the age of 6. You know what I mean? Like, and they really going all out with this stuff, and they making this law and everything else. So y'all. Hey, listen, it may sound crazy to y'all, but I sit down and look at things from 99 different angles. So that's just this is my thought
You
process.
basically lot. You vexed by all the unlawful deeds.
Hey man, I'm just saying it's craziness going on out there. Go on, jump in there.
Yeah, I think too. One thing that I feel like is a key thing for a lot of us to remember, both men and women, is like, and I actually shared this to Facebook the other day, but it was sometimes I feel like we romanticize being like the hospital for our mates, and what happens is like after you go get your initial checkup and you see that everything is fine, you don't go back to that hospital no more. So instead of us like being that hospital or that rehabilitation center for men to come to or for women to come to, we need to start building homes for marriages. No, you have to stay here. This is a place where you can stay, not a place where you can get patched up and get sent back into the world.
Yeah.
So as long as we keep that mindset, I feel like that's when we'll start to, see more healthy stages for marriages to happen and more marriages to happen nowadays.
Yeah, I agree.
And learn how to ask the right questions. I think that's a big problem too, and that's how we end up in marriages we don't got no business being in. We don't know how to ask the right questions, and we don't know how to make the right observations.
No, somebody need to pick your. I told you I got you. You ain't got to worry about them questions. I'm gonna ask questions for you. You ain't got to worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? I got you. We don't have this conversation. You don't have the conversation.
He'll probably be green. He gonna have 4 arms. I'm not about to play with you.
Hey, I'm telling you, we can do.
But he
gonna
be rich and faithful though.
Because I'm telling you straight up, hey, women they don't qualify to make a decision on their husband. Like they don't qualify for that. I'm straight up.
We're gonna have to do a whole nother show. Hey, shout out to The Rock for the super chat. Hey, let me give a shout out for the super chat real quick. Shout out, appreciate the super chat. Praise to the Most High. Hey, listen. Y'all support the platform. Go ahead and support the platform. You know what I mean? Y'all already know that, this is the support. Y'all can support the platform by becoming a brew, either a Lil Brew, a Big Brew, or even a Super Brew. But not one of them crazy folks. That's just names that we use, man. Y'all support the platform. Y'all know we don't get paid for this. They demonetize it every time. I've been trying to figure out, like, Tara, why they always, we be halfway through the show. Like right now, it's demonetized. They be striking us every time. So, man, hey, every support helps. Y'all know we got to pay for this internet, man. This stuff ain't free.
See Gabar's comment.
No, they really got us through the middle of the show.
No, every single show. I go back and have to fight with every single show we've done. It's just because, understand, remember that when that policy changed and y'all bruise and then y'all, so they automatically put you on that watch list. So that's where we at. So
Y'all see Gabar's comment?
Gabar, let me see.
Y'all
Where
not
is
funny.
it? Where is it?
But Rick, I got a question to what you just said. You said women ain't qualified to pick their husbands, right?
Oh, wait. New show. Mary and Yeah, that's it. That's a good idea. That is a hell of... Hey, Halima, what you think about the show?
Halima?
What is it again? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, Mary and Ahava.
Yeah, we're going to do a show called Mary and Ahava. We're going to find a husband. Like, this could be like a reality YouTube show.
Get like 20 dudes.
I'm in there as long as I get to host the reunion. I'm in there.
I don't like people. Don't do that.
Hey, man,
but I gotta ask Rick a question because
right.
you made a statement. You said that women are not qualified to choose their husbands, right?
Absolutely not.
So if y'all so qualified to choose these wives, why so many men keep ending up in these terrible marriages with these women?
Oh, hold on. Wait, that was the wrong button. Hold on.
Fatality.
Damn.
Because I hear a lot of talk about dragons and Eves and wicked women and brothers going through it with these women. If y'all so qualified, why y'all keep picking the wrong
Hold
ones?
on. Don't you be coming for brothers though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, he opened it up. I gotta know how y'all keep ending up in these miserable situations with these women if y'all so qualified to choose y'all's wives.
Chat, it ain't that funny.
Hey, I know they all very weak, ain't they? Hey, let's first understand that we are qualified. We know what men are. We know how men are. We just now waking up. We just now taking that red pill to really accepting how y'all are. So now we happen to be like, dang, hey,
that's
crazy.
a good point.
So
that's a good
now
point.
We
are
coming to the
waking.
truth. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let us grow up.
Yeah.
Because I had a.
He bounced. You ain't expect him to bounce back that nicely, did you?
He kind of did, but he kind of didn't.
He bounced back.
Because there was a tweet that I made, and the man was a little upset with me, but I asked the question because they always get on Twitter talk about there's no benefit to marriage because they've had these terrible experiences. So is it not, was the marriage not a benefit to you because you didn't know how to pick a quality partner? Don't diss marriage altogether. Y'all just don't know how to choose the right women. A lot of brothers don't even know how to tell that a woman really cares about them.
But wait though, but wait. Hold on. In some brothers' defense, brothers be having happily married homes until they say, let's not eat pork no more. Let's keep the Sabbath day. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep Passover. And all of a sudden, the devil show up. So
that's the exception. I give you that.
But in all seriousness though, brothers, like I said, they make mistakes, and the ones that are accountable, like it's only a few men that actually are capable of marrying. That's why it was mentioned earlier. I think Sister Halima was basically saying it's only a few men. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, and it's only a few men actually say, you know what, shoot, I messed up. I chose the wrong woman, and I got in this situation. So now I have to build myself up as a man to become better, so I can choose the right mate, and I can actually be qualified for her to follow me. You know what I'm saying? Because most men ain't worthy of being followed. It's only, I said it's only like a few percent of women. It's even less men. You know what I'm saying? Most men shouldn't even reproduce. But that's another conversation.
I want to support Rick on that conversation because I had plenty of conversation with his brother, and he ain't just saying that in response to that question or because he's on the show. He said that several times before, and that's really his mindset. So I'm definitely gonna. I got a co-sign on that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of quality partners on either side, to be honest with you. I think the numbers are dwindling and it's getting even worse.
Yeah.
So y'all might want to go ahead and make your show on second thought.
Yeah, let's get the show.
Running out of time.
I tell you what though, men need to stop bringing them women to their aunties and start bringing them to their grandfathers, because the grandpa ain't gonna lie for you.
Yeah.
Hey, but most men ain't got grandfathers. We got big mama. We ain't got big.
You right about it.
Yeah, that's true too. Man, it's been so many things been true. Go ahead, Lemon.
Yeah. No, I was saying, because when we was talking about the whole arranged marriage thing earlier, I was like, man, looking at some of the people in my family, and I wouldn't even dare let them choose nothing for me, because I'm just saying, like, just looking at some of these people, like they can't even pick for themselves. I'm talking about, like, some of y'all are in your, like, a lot of our aunties and uncles and moms and dads are in their third, fourth marriage. Like, how are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, after 4 times, you still don't know if it's the right person?
But wait, hell, wait. Steve Harvey can do it. Why they can't? He give out all the marriage advice. That joke been married 44 times.
Don't get me started on Steve. Do not get me started on Mr.
Steve been married 144 times. That brother stay starting over.
144,000. He's at 12,000 from all the tribes of the children.
Exactly.
Marriage advice.
And look at his daughter though.
Exactly. Act like a lady, think like a man.
Hey,
Steve.
Hey, now I actually support the mindset behind it, but that's a whole nother reason. I think it's biblical, but it's a whole nother conversation.
I was just supporting this brother. He just like you want to go to church now. Look, he going back to church again. Good Lord.
Never fails.
Hey.
That pastor, that bishop creep out every show somewhat along the lines. He let it out somewhere.
I'm like, well.
Hey, get my gators, man. Get my gators.
Oh, man. He really got a pair of gators, too. I saw them. They green.
Not the dashiki with the gators.
Hey, y'all don't,
with shorts on with the long socks. Shorts on with the long socks. You
got a matching gator do-rag?
Pastor Gator. Can we say Pastor Gator? Stop. Y'all tripping.
Yeah,
hey, listen.
Y'all feeding these people too many. Don't feed them no material. Y'all keep it.
Hey, next week's show, man. We gotta come at the same thing from a different angle with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? We need some more feedback. Hey, put a 1 in the comment section if y'all called in. I forgot. We put the call on hold one time and came back, but you know what I mean? Halima was up here dropping bombs, man. We forgot. You know what I mean? So next week we're coming back with the same thing, different angle. Listen, man, it helps us when y'all hit the like button. It helps us when you just share it. Like share it to your Facebook, share it to. That's all algorithm. And YouTube is going to look and say, oh, people sharing it, or people liking it, then, or they're watching it for a long period of time, so they're going to push the video out further. I think these are conversations that we should and must have. We understand, we in the truth, we understand the scriptures, but understand this. The scriptures are meant to be read to be applicable to your life. Like, if we just sitting around reading them, then going out living and not bringing it with us, then what's the point of it, right? So we need to have these conversations on how to apply these scriptures to our lives that we read in every day. We got to have these type of conversations. We got to keep it 100% real. Stop playing, faking the phone.
Like, we got all these things to watch, all these videos of people looking at, all this content. Let's look at content and push our stuff to the forefront. Let's stop, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to watch the wicked people. We ain't got to watch the sellouts. I'm trying to use the right word so we don't get canceled. We ain't got to watch the sellouts.
My finger on the button.
A little late for that.
Panderer. You know what I mean?
It's a little late for that.
Content out from the godly men and women.
Con, definitely.
Yeah.
What you say, Halima? I'm so proud of my sister Halima, man. She was on here like, she said, I get married because my husband. Man, what I'm talking about.
Right.
Well, my man. That's what's up.
Hey, I'm blessed. I'll tell you what about it, though. Daraj don't never miss it's the first time I've seen Daraj miss the opportunity to bash us.
Hey.
So he need to be present for the best show.
Right. That joker called me. Hey, Halima, we put this together, last week, right? We said we were going to do a show last week. That joker been doing this whole time since I got class. He wait until, when was that, Tiara, today? Yesterday?
Last night.
Wait till last night. Oh, I ain't going to be there. What you mean you ain't going to be there? He fired right now, though. So
I got to fire him.
He got fired. Hey, that's
fun.
That's what's right up Tiara. She's on point. Now, she fired Daraj and she found her own replacement. So she be doing a lot.
No, that's not what happened.
What happened?
I ain't found my replacement. I found something to help me, not to replace me. There's a difference.
Well, I don't know. That was pretty good. That otter thing, whatever it is pretty good program now. Free Rick, there you go again in the chat. Hey, listen, like seriously though, we serious. Like we are actually going to start a Inside the Nation Unfiltered. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all check it out because real talk, I mean, we like the YouTube. It's a platform. Matter of fact, I need to holler at, who I need to holler at about this? Forget Patreon. Nasaya.
Oh, yeah. Oh, duh.
Yep.
Nasaya TV. Listen.
Oh, okay.
If y'all don't know what Nasaya TV, can somebody drop the link in the chat? If y'all don't know what Nasaya TV is, go ahead and check out Nasaya TV. A good brother. A brother that helped me out when I was in a lower state and needed and was helping and needed something, putting the body, the camp together. Brother was there, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is how I met the brother. I didn't even know who he was initially. I really didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It was one of my big ex-bros, his cousin. Well, he told me not to say nothing. Now, the brother was a blessing, but he told me I almost just gave it away, so I had to. Anyway, the brother blessed me tremendously in a time of need, and he's always been the blessing, even if it was down for just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Ezra, he said I was waiting for you to figure it out. I figured it out. Get with Nasaya. We all three need to have a meeting because we need to make this happen. Inside the Nation Unfiltered on Nasaya TV. Y'all make sure y'all catch it. Did somebody drop the link in there yet? Oh, I see it. Nasaya TV. Make sure y'all go support that platform. Hold on, real quick. Make sure y'all support that platform because the brother's trying to build a platform for us where we can speak freely and we ain't got to worry about nothing. That is where Inside the Nation Unfiltered is going. But go ahead, Rick.
Oh, no, I was just going to say I was going to highlight Christina's question. She said, could we have a discussion on whether or not we should get legally married? Weigh the pros and cons. Should that be a conversation for next week or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I am.
That'll be good.
Yeah, let's do that. That's on the list. Who brought that idea up?
Christina.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Come on, let's put that on the list. Yeah, write that down. That's going to be a fire conversation.
See, he trying to replace me. Autopilot can't do that.
I just wait. I see the notes. Autopilot just said that, and they got points in objectives and everything else. Wow.
I taught you that.
Well, you gave me Autopilot. it's the new assistant right here.
Wow.
Oh man. Shemaya, Shalom. She said that was very informative. Hey, listen, it's 10:30. We actually about half hour past the time, so we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. I had fun on this one, and you know what I'm saying? We got a lot more coming. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. If you know somebody else who might enjoy the show, You know what I'm saying? Slide them the link inside the Nation Radio. Make sure they check us out. Make sure they subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. And we will be back next week. Y'all know where we at. Right time, everything. We're going to go out on the track, though. Let's see what we're going to go. Oh, I know what we're going out on.
Inside the Nation Radio. Thursday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We going out on the right track. Y'all know what it is.
Love this song.
Huh?
I love this song.
Guess I should ride with Lex.
Well, it is what it is. Hey, Halima, we going to let you go, sis. You got to join us some more, man. You got to leave the clubhouse. Come on here to the YouTube side. Shalom. Wait a minute before you go. Don't hang up. Hold on. Can you hear me? Did she hang up already?
I think she might be gone.
What? Did she hang up?
Yep, she in the comments now.
She in the comments. Hi, the phone's still on though. She black folks, it's still running.
She is efficient.
All right,
So she just hung up.
She said just hung up. It's all good, sis. We'll be back next week, man. So you'll jump in there with us. But let's start this thing over. This is what we're going on. Hey, this is in the lobby by Canal. I think this is probably the hardest hook in Israel. They brother, you know, they brother thing on this thing. I don't know, but you can't hate on this. This thing's fire. I ghost wrote this. I'm just playing. He might get mad if I say that. Let me throw that. I'm just joking out there real quick. I'm joking. But this fire right here.
In your city, weedy, got it, lit. There's a whole lot of fringes and a lot of
right. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe button, support the platform, become a Lil Brew, a Big Brew, or even a Super Brew. All you got to do is hit join the channel on YouTube. If you join the channel, it's going to be the option. With that being said, we're going to get out of here. Shalom, Israel.
Know what it is when we in it. Wherever the trenches we in it. We took up a block, spinning again. Till one of them low. Was too many casualties. Me and my faculty made demons flee. You think they was after me? Caught in the streets. Sideline bus. They tried to tackle me. We your clutch. Devil ain't having me. It ain't much. We do this casually. For the love. Gotta check for the grill. No religion if it was. Take care of the widows. Ain't gon' feed the need. Can't get on your business cause your boy be feed. Call me Mr. Clark. My whole gang can ring. Get on the track. Start gangster. When you and the employer, the whole team. This here a spiritual war, but don't think it's when I make it this far. What you think? I mean, seen that college girl go back, her teeth is green. We restart kings and queens. In your city, weedy, got it, lit. There's a whole lot of fringes and a lot of Ouija, kid, started. The hill 12, there's a whole lot of fringes in your city, weedy, got it,
Monologue in the bed at
there's a
home,
whole lot of fringes and a lot of Ouija, kid, started. The hill 12, there's a whole lot of fringes.
If you see them brews stepping, bro, please don't sleep, we so deep. We on fold, we 10 toes, that's standing on it both feet. You think I'm bluffing, go peep, cause now he brought some more sheep. We don't smell like smoke or nut when us Hebrew boys approach heat. We fringed out and sauced up, teaching Israel to boss up. No if, maybe it's probably, we leading, this ain't no toss up. Sheesh, oh yeah, it's mono, the kingdom, my El Dorado. We at least 9 deep and we raging, I guess I'm...
If y'all feeling that, make sure y'all go over there and stream it on Spotify. That's Art Canal, and the song is called In the Lobby. Make sure y'all check that out. With that, we're going to say Shalom Israel to next week. Make sure y'all here.
Inside the Nation Radio. Thursday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.